Are you the one my neighbor called about this old rabbit?
Yes, sir. He said someone offered to buy it already.
$800. After 25 years, that's all they saw.
Elias, have you ever checked what this rabbit could be worth today?
No. I just need enough to pay my medical bills.
Then let me restore it before someone takes advantage of you.
This Volkswagen Rabbit was not just an old car sitting behind a farmhouse. It was the last unfinished project of a mechanic who spent his entire life fixing everyone else's vehicles. I met Elias in rural Iowa after a neighbor reached out and told me about an 83-year-old former mechanic who was about to sell his car for almost nothing. When I arrived, Elias was standing beside a faded 1980 Volkswagen Rabbit that had been sitting outside for more than 25 years. His brown overalls were stained from decades of work, and his hands still carried the marks of a lifetime spent turning wrenches. He told me he had always planned to restore the Rabbit himself after retirement, but life had other plans. Years of hard labor had left his body worn down. His hands shook now, and the strength he once relied on was gone. What hurt even more was knowing that medical bills had piled up to nearly $8,500. A local beer had recently stopped by and offered him only $800 for the car. To that beer, it was just an old Volkswagen covered in dirt, rust, and leaves. To Elias, it was 25 years of memories and unfinished dreams. The moment I looked past the grime, I knew the offer was unfair. These early Volkswagen Rabbits have a loyal following, and finding one that had remained mostly complete after all these years was becoming rare. I told Elias not to make any decisions yet. Instead, I offered to help uncover the car's real value. Over the next several days, we carefully cleaned decades of dirt from the body, removed debris from every corner, polished the original trim, and inspected the mechanical components. As the Rabbit slowly came back to life, so did something inside Elias. Every afternoon he would stand nearby, sharing stories from his years in repair shops and talking about the customers he helped when he was younger. The more the car improved, the more confident he became that he had almost made a terrible mistake. When we finally listed the Rabbit and shared its story, interest came quickly from collectors and enthusiasts who appreciated what it was. A passionate Volkswagen collector eventually purchased the car for nearly $12,000. After covering restoration expenses, Elias received around $10,000. The first thing he did was pay off every dollar of his medical debt. For the first time in months, the worrying on his face disappeared. Standing beside the trailer as the Rabbit left for its new home, he smiled and said it felt good knowing the car would finally be finished by someone who truly cared about it. Sometimes a vehicle is worth far more than what people see on the surface. If you believe older generations deserve honesty instead of